Well, we are joined in studio now by Wayne Irving. Wayne is the CEO of Monster Arts Incorporated. APPZ is their stock symbol. Wayne, always good to see you.
Don, thank you. Good to be back. Thanks for the coverage.
You know, I love your stock symbol, APPZ, because that's basically what your company does.
Well, it's a primary part of our business for sure. I mean, apps companies and out there know that apps are the new websites, and if you're wanting to use the new marketing tools outside of social media, you need to have an app for your business. It doesn't matter if you're selling solar panels or doing car repairs. Apps are an effective way of getting your message out and getting people to keep coming back to your business.
Isn't it amazing how in the last 15 to 20 years we've gone, the birth of the internet, and the internet went to another level, and now everything is being scrunched down onto our phones.
You know, it's funny. I'm actually, I would consider myself kind of one of the forefathers of the internet. You know, I had a big internet company back in the 90s, and I watched the internet go from, basic HTML to now full-blown videos. I was at the Pixelon party in Las Vegas with Tony Bennett singing. It was 1999, 2000 at the Pixelon launch. You remember that big thing? So it's and here we are today with 10 times the processing power we had back then on our browser in our smartphones.
You know, of course, a lot of people watch MoneyTV not only on television but on the internet, and we were the first business television program to do that on the internet. But the screen back then in '96 was about an inch square.
Oh, I know, and that was the big deal with that company that I just mentioned that's no longer around. Was the whole idea of going full screen with your video. Right. This is before YouTube could do it. I mean, this company had claimed that they had all the technology to do it. So it's been a fun ride through the internet's rise and temporary fall back in 2000 to today. I mean, apps is where it's at. So I'm happy to be here.
Now, last week on the program, you showed us a new mobile game, a drag racing game. You were looking for beta testers. How's that coming along?
It went well. We're pretty much full. We've got enough beta testers now. We're getting more feedback than we can school, educate ourselves on, and it's going really well. You know, drag racing is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, app format or app theme out there for smartphone games. And so, being a multi-billion download theme for a game, we think we've got a nice little niche here with the NHRA style drag racing, which doesn't really exist out there like we're doing it, and we're backed by our main character is a television TV star, Andy Ross, and his car that he had built on another TV show. So we got kind of a neat niche with it, and we're getting good feedback, really good feedback.
Well, I know you've got another video you brought for us this week. Let's take a look at that right now. Well, that was exciting. I mean, the whole drag race, you felt like you were really there.
Well, it's a different perspective than the ordinary drag racing games that are out there doing so well on the internet right now. And I think we wanted to put you in the cockpit, but also put you outside the car. In addition to that, you saw the other apps, the other games that are in development there. The second game, Cold Dead Hand, that's for, Andy Ross has got this hit song that about the Second Amendment. It's called Cold Dead Hand. And so we did a game for him to take around to his trade shows and to give away. And the last, you'll see some other games in there in the middle, Zombie Slasher. That's a trademark that Iconisys owns, that we're doing an Andy Ross version for Nashville. It's a whole Nashville setup. And then finally at the end, you see a sneak peek of a game we've done for Intelligent Living. It's a mind-teasing, brain-training game, and it's all based around this brand Yellow, and we're excited about that because puzzles and mind games are mind-type training games are really popular, and by far one of the largest revenue generators on the app markets. People are always, I sit on an airplane and I have one of our other games. It's a copy of it's a similar theme as the game that used to come on your Windows computers, you know, a Minesweeper.
Right.
And I sat on the airplane and played that for 3.5 hours flying back from Iowa a couple of weeks ago. So, you know, I see everybody around me playing these type of games. So we're excited to continue to work on that particular project as well.
Got about 30 seconds left. Quickly, what's next for Monster Arts?
Well, you know, Tricker Tracker has been the #1 app in the country for 3 years in a row. It's a Halloween family locator app. It has, you know, it's been in the Wall Street Journal countless times and Associated Press. And so we're gearing up to relaunch that for this Halloween. And we've got the media already calling, wanting to know what our next step is with that. So we're excited. It's a family safety app that's bi-directional, so that you can keep track of your tricker trackers while they're out in the dark.
Cool.
And so, you know, we're excited to see that relaunch. Monster Arts is going to manage the whole thing.
Monster Arts Incorporated, APPZ, great update, action-packed. Thanks so much.
Hey, thanks, Don. Thanks for having me back.